interesting enough, you said, the halftime show, that was a lot of the music that you listened to. Do you listen to today's music? What they call in the streets now, the drill music, or New York drill, for example. Do you listen to that?
I mean, I don't listen to it because, like, I don't know, like, they all be sounding the same to me, like, all the beat patterns and stuff, like, it all sound the same, so, like, I don't be listening to it, and then it just whack to me, like.
Does anybody stand? I mean, were you a fan of Pop Smoke? Rest in peace.
I mean, I didn't even really listen to Pop Smoke like that. I mean, I like Pop Smoke. I listened to a few songs, but I didn't listen to him like a lot. So probably like 10, probably 15 songs. Less than 15 for sure. So I mean, like, and I support like all the people from New York and stuff. It's just that I don't really listen to their music because it's none that I really like. Gotcha. And they all be sounding the same beats and everything. They talk about the same stuff. So I just like.
So what do you listen to today? What do you listen to nowadays?
Like the type of music or like the
people and the type? Like
really, I still listen to hip hop and rap. I always listen to that. I mean, I listen to like I listen to R&B too, like the old music, like the R. Kellys and stuff like that.
Were you still bumping R. Kelly?
Yeah, I'm still bumping R. I mean, he wild, but I mean, like, I still like his music. I just don't support none of that stuff he was doing. If he was doing that, because I don't pay attention to that either, because like, it don't really have nothing to do with me. I mean, even though I still care about it, like, if he was doing that, that's crazy, like, and that's a bad thing to do, but I just don't really pay attention to it, because, not saying the girls are lying, but it's possible they could be lying, because females do that sometimes, which is bad, but, I mean, he could have been doing that, but I still listen to his music, I'm not gonna lie. So, and I listen, like, now, I still listen to hip-hop, rap, R&B, I listen to, and that's really it. So the artists I really listen to now is like Lil Wayne. I still listen to Lil Wayne a little bit. But I really like the old Lil Wayne. I listen to Lil Wayne, Future, Young Thug, Lil Durk, Key Glock, Young Dolph, YFN Lucci. I listen to a lot of people. So I don't really listen to like most of the newer artists that like came out recently and stuff like that. Cause the music just sound like they just all be saying the same stuff. The beats be sounding the same, and I'll just be like, nah.
Drill music.
So.
So I mean, I asked because recently the mayor of New York City, Mr. Eric Adams, newly appointed mayor, he said that, the drill music is the reason for a lot of the crime and murder that's happening in the city. Same way it came from Chicago, and they say originally it started from the UK grime music, and they saying it kind of, so do you feel music can influence, people to want to commit a crime or murder specifically or what have you?
I mean, I remember when drill, like when I first started hearing drill in middle school, like the Chicago stuff, like, I mean, it's just like, I feel like, Chief Keef and stuff, like I feel like it gets you hype and stuff, and to be honest, I don't really think it do contribute to the violence, like the music, because I mean the violence was going on before drill music even became a thing. So I mean they could say it's going up now. I mean it is, the crime rate's going up now. But to be honest, cause drill music was out before the pandemic.
Right.
And I really feel like what's contributing to this violence going up and the gun violence and all the murders and stuff in New York, because I watched the news and I seen it, it said like, yo, from 2020 to 2021 went up like 68%. And then 2021, it went up to 168%, something like that. But I was like, yo, but I really feel like it's not the music, it's the struggle, because people going through this pandemic, a lot of people losing their jobs, they losing people they love due to the virus. They running out of things to do. So you already know, like me, when I'm not making money, I'm mad, like, yo, like I want some money. So like people going through this struggle and then they have nothing to do. So it's like, yo, and they already mad because of the situation they in. People losing their apartments because they don't got money to pay for that. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. And I really think it's the pandemic that is causing all this. And then you ain't got nothing to do, you mad, and then one little thing, now you want to kill somebody. So I feel like it's really the struggle people going through. I don't feel like the drill music really contributing to it because all this was out before the pandemic, and it wasn't. I mean, crime was still bad, but drill music was. I don't think it really had. It's a factor to committing to people committing crimes and stuff like that. So I don't think that's really contributing to that. I just think he's doing that. I think the mayor want to like stop drill music because it's like glorifying people who lost their loved ones. You making fun of people who lost their loved ones and stuff like that. And like say you lose somebody and then you hear in the song people talking about it, and then you hear like everybody in your city talking about it, making fun of it, not knowing that it's really affecting you. So I mean, I feel like that's the reason why he want to do it, but like I don't feel like it's contributing to none of the violence for real.
What do you think about rappers now actually admitting to the crimes and stuff in the songs? Like literally replaying, you know, the actual situation. Yo, I got up on Lil Bobby, hit him with the gun, then like telling you exactly. And using it in court, like.
I mean, yo, when I hear that in a song, sometimes I mean, I don't feel like it's really a problem like that unless you like too specific about it and like you really just telling on yourself. But like the thing with me is like I never really followed the crowd, and thank God like with me, I had a lot of older heads in my life that showed me like the right stuff to do and what not to do. So like when people do that and I listen to the songs, I be like, damn, bro. And then you see on social media, everybody, it's like they telling on themselves. Somebody will go and commit a crime and they post it all on social media. I got people that I know, yo, like they have guns. I know people that have guns, they illegal, and they posting them all on social media like they legit. And I be trying to tell them like, yo, you gotta chill, bro, cause like people don't know, but the cops and stuff, all the feds, they be on your page and stuff. Cause when I watch like news and they talk about like famous people who commit crimes and stuff, they talking about how they seen this on Snapchat, seen this on Instagram, pulling it all up. And I'm like, yo, even if you delete it on social media, it's still gonna be there because I learned that in school. And I'm like, yo, it's like people just want the clout. They just want the notoriety of doing something. Cause I don't know why, like if you did it, then you did it, but like why you want everybody to know to the point where you could get yourself in trouble? And it's just like social media is like an addiction for these people. They want all that attention, and that's why I try to stay off social media as much as I can because I don't ever want to feel like I need attention on social media and do dumb stuff and then get addicted. Like even though I don't see myself ever getting addicted to it, because if I ain't really making money on social media, like helping support anybody business that I mess with or mine, I don't really care too much about it. I just like to post my pictures and that's it. I don't do all that extra stuff people be doing. So
yeah, no, good answer. I respect that. What do you think about Jay-Z and I think a couple other people wanting to fight to not use the rap lyrics in court?
I feel like that's a good idea because another thing, a lot of people lie in their music. So I mean, I feel like you shouldn't use rap lyrics in your in like court because like first people lie in their music. Second, rap. I remember watching an interview with Fat Joe. He's talking about a lot of stuff he talking about his music he ain't do. It's just
entertainment.
Yeah, music is a form of entertainment. So you just telling like whatever and stuff. So I feel like that's good that Jay-Z is doing that because most of the time, the stuff people say in their lyrics, you don't know if they did it. So, I mean, that's a good thing. I think that should be like, I feel like that should be allowed. I mean, shouldn't be allowed that you use rap lyrics in court and stuff because like, you don't know if it's true or not. So.
But what about the idiots that are telling the truth and actually telling the crime thing?
How you know they telling the truth unless you have other information to back it up? So other than that, like if you just listening to music just because somebody said they did it, don't mean they did it. And even in real life, like somebody, even in school, when I was in school, like say we in school, and then I'm chilling with my boys and he like, yo, bro, I was with like. They was together in the crib last night. He be like, bro, I hit that in real life. He ain't even hit it. So, like, people just be lying. So, you don't even know, bro.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, it's a catch-22 because I feel like, I mean, I get it. Like you said, that people be lying. So it shouldn't be used against you in that, in court of law and stuff like that. But then there's also the fact that, you know, some people say, don't get yourself in those situations where it could be used
Yeah.
against you. So it's like, I think if you're at that point, and like you said too, if they got enough evidence also, not just the lyrics, then it's like, you said you do this, and then we found
This and that.
Yeah, now you're piecing it all together. That's where it's like, you do it to yourself.
Yeah, like you just getting yourself in trouble. And then I was just watching TV, like I think it was yesterday, I was watching with YNW Melly. They talking about how they had his location on his phone.
Yeah.
They had him texting on Snapchat saying something, I forgot what they were saying. Mm-hmm. And then his song, how he talking about all that in his song. I'm like, you being mad specific, bro. Like you making it.
Had a video like that kind of replayed, reenacted.
Yeah.
Stuff too.
And then I'm just like, yo, like this is crazy, bro. Like y'all don't think about some of the stuff y'all do. Like I think it's a right to talk about stuff you did, but like, yo, y'all being so specific, and it's like, yo, it's easy for the cops to do their job. Like,
yeah. One of the biggest ones that I think about, which was hilarious to me because it was a hit record, but Bobby Smurder, when he made Hot Nigga.
Yeah, that too.
In the video, in the song, he's telling, and one of the most famous lines is we said, I forgot dude's name, just caught a body about a week ago.
Mitch caught a body about a week ago.
And like, they arrested Mitch. They arrested, like, all these dudes is in the video, like, yeah, that's me, I'm Mitch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
and,
yo.
And they just like,
And then the cops already know these people because they already been convicted before or been in jail before. Yeah, so, like.
And to me, it was funny because that song put a lot of eyes on the crew.
Yeah.
Crew. And then it's always funny to do people like, yo, respect Bobby Smurder because he didn't snitch. But it's like, he kind of did.
He kind of did dry snitch on everybody.
Yeah, he didn't snitch in the interrogation.
Yeah.
But he sure put a lot of information in the song.
He did kind of snitch, but like, I mean, when people say snitching, they really mean like you going in the interrogation room.
Here's what happened.
You putting up a front like you big and back, then you go in there and you start telling all the crimes you did and stuff. Like, people ain't gonna really say in your music, because you said it in a song, you a snitch, but like.
Yeah, and it's just funny to me, because I don't consider him a snitch either, but it's just funny that, it's not funny, but, you know what I'm saying, because I think even they'll tell you, like, he never intended for that song to be so big.
Yeah, he did say that. I remember seeing it.
The song, he was just talking, and that's where the catch-22 comes in, because it's like, he was rapping about his real life, his real people, and what he's, you know, it was like just pulling it from memory. But then it's like, this song became a hit.
Yeah, and he said he ain't expect for that to happen. They was just bullshitting one day, went to his friend's house in the closet or some shit like that. It's like a little fake booth and shit. I'm just like, damn, bro. It's crazy how the world works.
On the flip side, what do you think about Tekashi, which we haven't said his name in so long?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't really like to pay attention to other people's business, but him, like, I ain't gonna lie, I really used to like his songs because he made music that like get me hype and stuff. But then like once I seen like he was snitching and stuff, like I don't really support none of that. Cause you could even ask my mom. Ever since I was little, I always hated snitches. Like even with my sister, like yo, she used to always tell me every little thing I do, and I used to always get beat for it. So I always didn't like snitches. And when he did that, I'm just like, damn, bro. I don't like when people try to. It's not really the fact that he snitched, but it's like I don't like when people try to act as one thing, but they really something else. That's like one of the things I hate the most. So like that's what I feel like he did. He tried to act all throughout that few like year and a half and stuff. Like he was a gangster and stuff like that, and then he just snitched on everybody and didn't care. And I'm like, damn, like there's no loyalty in that. I just feel like.
Now, what do you say to people that say, well, he wasn't loyal to them because they wasn't loyal to him?
But also, I mean, I've seen that too, but at the end of the day, you know what comes with whatever you're doing. You know when you get in the street, like, you know a lot of the people is not loyal to you, bro. Like, that's just a known fact. Not everybody you messing with in your gang is loyal to you, so you already know that, and then, like, so you gotta just try to pick out who you mess with and stuff like that, but still, like, you know what comes with that. Like, and then another thing is, like, they didn't, damn, what was I about to say? Like they say he was, they didn't say he was convicted of all the racketeering and all that stuff that they say he was like getting charged for and stuff. Like They just said that and said the possible amount of years he could get, and I feel like that's what scared him.
That's what it always is.
And then he just started snitching, cause like a lot of people don't know, like a lot of the times cops will have like a little bit of evidence or whatever, and they build off of that through people telling. Cause like if you stay quiet, not a lot of the times the cops don't have enough information to actually convict you. So that's where I just feel like people just start getting scared and start snitching. They don't want to. They want to. Yeah.
They get you with the years. That's why most from the streets where we grew up and stuff, more people know the time, the terms of the crime, more than even the names of the crime. We know that's 5 to 10, that's 25 to life, because that's what you hear. Because even when you get put up for the simplest thing, they slam that on the table with you. You can see 25 years, right?
Yeah, they be like you could be possibly facing 100 years in prison. That don't mean you're going to get that, because they might not even have all that information to get you. And if you do get arrested, you could it's a chance you get arrested for like a year, get out on probation and stuff, because they didn't have evidence to convict you and lock you up for 100 years.
They had no proof of him doing anything. He might have been connected to those people, near those people, what have you, but he didn't do anything.
Exactly.
But when they hit him with you could be seeing this amount of, okay, I'm telling you.
Yeah, like
he was over there.
It could have been a chance you didn't even get arrested and stay in jail, bro, for after your court dates and all that stuff. But it's like, I'm telling you, like, people just get scared and stuff and just start telling on everybody.
And that's why coming bringing it back, people did respect Bobby Shmurda, because they told him he could have got, I think, 2-3 years off his sentence if he would have just said, I think Rowdy or somebody else did something such and such, and he didn't say nothing. So,
and that's loyalty right there, because like you could have like exactly, but that's why I respect that, because there's not that much loyalty nowadays. But I respect anybody who's loyal to their people. So that's why I respect Bobby Shmurda. But
we think about Bobby now, I think, because he ain't really. He's more out here going viral for his dance moves and stuff.
I mean, yeah, I be seeing some of it. I mean, it'd be funny, but like,
he said the label is holding his music back, which I think is crazy.
Yeah, I seen he was talking about that too. He wanted to get off because they've been holding him since he was a teenager, like 17 or something like that.
Which is crazy, because they losing the wave. Like the hype of him coming home, you supposed to get him right out there.
Yeah, and it's starting to die down a little bit. So it's like. Damn, I be feeling, cause like I hear a lot of artists talking about how the labels and stuff is holding them back and they stopping them from doing this and that, and I always hear about that. So it's just like, yo, the game is so messed up. It's like they control everything.
Yeah, the music business is, short and simple. It's a bank. When you go to the bank, you ask for a loan. Yeah, they ask you how much your annual salary is, what your rent, da da da. The music business is the bank that knows your annual salary. They get your money first.
Exactly.
So when people talk about, I got signed for $1 million, I got $1 million advance, that's the loan.
That's like, like you in debt. You got to pay that back.
What the record label does is, with that $1 million we're going to give you, we're also going to say you're paying for the studio time. You're paying for the producer. So they're giving you money to pay for all the stuff that you could have did.
Exactly.
And then they say you owe us.
Exactly.
So the first money that comes in goes right back to them.
Exactly.
Which is why Meek Mill is out here saying, like 5 years, 6 years later, he hasn't seen any money from his record deal. Because they're getting. He hasn't recouped yet. He hasn't made back whatever his advance was yet.
Damn.
So he's getting little royalties here and there. He's getting little money from performances and other things. But as far as what the label gave him as an advance, he still owed that back.
Damn, he must have got a big advance.
I mean, I forgot what it was, but not to knock Meek, but he's never went platinum or nothing, I don't think.
Yeah.
So he hasn't
remember.
Really made the money back to pay off that loan. And they say that most artists, unless you Adele, Eminem,
Drake,
big superstar Drake, that first advance, you take about 3 albums, 4 albums maybe to pay that back.
Yeah.
And then now with streaming, it's probably even harder now because you're not getting direct sales. You're getting pennies per stream.
Exactly.
And, fractions of pennies now, so it's probably even harder now. Even though you got 1 million or something streams, that's cool. But it's not equaling the money that they gave you
exactly.
to pay off that loan. So that's the catch in the business part of it. So I said
it's just so messed up.
It's literally a bank. They do nothing for you. Now it's cool to sign to the Def Jam. So the name is good for the stature, but unless you're making them money, you're not making them money.
Exactly. So
And
it's
that's
just
why when people go independent-
America is really just based on being in debt, really, and I hate that, man.
Yeah.
Like for real, I don't like that.